According to the 2015 National College Health Assignment, it's reported that stress has negatively affected the student academic performance within the past year. And over 85% of those students have felt overwhelmed. These students either overthink, have too much pressure on themselves to do well in school, or just doesn't have the right time management skills. Students don't know how to deal with overthinking or having the pressure of being in college or time management. But don't worry, we have many ways to help you cope with these problems, so don't stress yourself too much. To get a better idea of how many students felt overwhelmed at Indiana State and to better understand the factors that contribute to this feeling, my group and I created a survey that related to the topic and distributed it over 100 students. Majority of the students who took the survey were freshmen. And we found that 46% of these students who answered our survey said that the leading cause of their stress was due to overthinking. As we come to the end of the first semester, this is a time where overthinking comes out the most. I want to finish strong. I want everything to be right. I need to prove a point, so everything needs to be done exactly right from beginning to end. These things go through our head every single time. It's that feeling of how our parents will feel about our performance, feeling like our grades wasn't the best that they could be, or thinking about our parents' reactions that causes us to overthink. Not only that, but it leads to us stressing more than what we should be. As a freshman in college, one of our biggest fears is letting ourselves down while trying to prove a point to not only ourselves, but the people that doubt us. My whole life, I wanted to prove a point to other people, but I never really had to work hard until I got into college, and I started feeling overwhelmed. I wanted the best paper and the highest grade on the paper. It's almost as if the smallest things gets us overwhelmed big time. This overwhelmness leads to a lot of pressure on me. Being a first-generation college student, I had so much pressure on me to do the best that I could. Feeling a lot of pressure to do well is something most college students face. In our survey, 80% of the students that took it said they fear letting someone down. It puts a lot of pressure on us when we have loved ones we might disappoint. As we start to think of all the things that might go wrong, we start feeling a lot of stress. So stress is something that is not taken as serious as it should be. It can do a lot of damage to our bodies, so we need to find ways to overcome it. John Hoffman states that stress is one of the factors of hypertension. He also states that when you have hypertension, you are at greater risk for a stroke, heart attack, kidney disease, heart failure, and even death. That is scary to think about. There are ways we can help relieve the pressure we feel and manage our stress levels. Everyone is going to have different techniques that work best for them. According to the Skills You Need article, caffeine and nicotine are actually stimulants that will increase your stress levels rather than reducing them. The article also states that just by talking to someone, you can release a lot of that built-up tension you feel from what's bothering you. You can talk to a family member, a friend, or even a therapist. There are several resources here on campus you can use, and the therapists keep what you say confidential. You can also meditate or take a calming walk, enjoy nature. The Skills You Need article states that sleep deprivation can add to our stress levels, and that we should set a good sleep schedule so our mind and bodies can get used to a predictable sleep pattern. Lastly, time management is a key part to reducing your stress level. According to Rinkesh K, he gives us a lot of very helpful tips on how to manage your time well and stay organized. The first tip he gives us is that people need to take more of a workload, people tend to take more of a workload than what they are capable of handling. If you know you are already on a tight schedule, don't be afraid to turn down things that are not a priority. It's okay to say no. With that being said, make sure you are prioritizing from most important to least important. Some things need urgent attention, while others you can wait until the following day. Not everyone has the mind of an elephant, so get a schedule, book, or a planner to write down your tasks. This will help you prioritize and reduce stress. Another common mistake is multitasking. Although it seems like a fast way to get things done, your attention is divided, so you're not allowed to put your best work into things. And this can lead to stress when your grade is not what you were hoping or where it should be. I feel the biggest tip in this article is to start early. If you start early on projects, then you can feel ahead of the schedule and not as burdened as and not as a burden. You also allow yourself more breaks this way, and this will reduce stress immensely. Today we discussed how feeling overwhelmed can affect you, ways to help manage your stress and time.